Most people move through life unaware that their words are powerful forces, living energies that shape reality. Every word you speak is not just sound, it's a seed, infused with your intention, planted in the soil of the universe. And what you plant, grows. Yet we speak carelessly, unaware that each phrase, each whisper, each thought voiced aloud is silently scripting our future. Words are not empty, they are commands. You've heard it before, speak it into existence. But have you ever truly felt it? Every syllable you release carries vibration. Every vibration carries direction. And the universe listens, always. Even when you're silent, your language is shaping the next chapter. So why sleepwalk through life, letting unconscious words write your story? It's time to wake up. Speak with awareness. Speak with power. Speak like your life depends on it, because it does. Every single day, we speak without realizing the miracle we're holding. But what if your voice wasn't just a way to communicate, but a force to create? What if the very same energy that shapes stars and spun galaxies also lives within your words? This power isn't lost, it's simply been forgotten. It's not hidden in books or locked behind ancient wisdom. It's here, inside you, in your breath, in your awareness, in the quiet space between your thoughts. To awaken your divine voice is not about shouting louder, it's about speaking with frequency, with purpose, with unshakable clarity. And when you remember that truth, the universe doesn't resist. It responds. The universe isn't silent, it's responding. Every whisper, every declaration, every intention you send out ripples through the quantum field like a stone dropped in still water. You are being heard. Always. The universe isn't ignoring you, it's reflecting you. But here's the truth, most people speak from fear, not faith. They ask for abundance while clinging to scarcity. They crave love while drowning in self-doubt. They plead for change while resisting the very motion that brings it. And what happens? Confusion, mixed signals, a scattered vibration that turns your message into static. When your words lack alignment with your heart and your energy, they stop being a call to the universe and start becoming noise. Noise can be loud, but without direction, it's powerless. Your words are never idle. They carry mass, momentum, meaning, because they are vibrations. Every time you speak, you're not just moving air, you're moving energy. You're stirring the molecules of your own energetic field, setting reality into motion. That movement doesn't just echo, it shapes. Just like a tuning fork can make another vibrate across space, your frequency calls the world around you into alignment. This isn't a metaphor, it's science. The universe doesn't respond to language, it responds to vibration. And your voice? It's the sacred bridge between what you think and what becomes real. In this way, language transforms into. Language becomes technology. And your tongue? It's an instrument of creation. The ancients knew this. Mystical traditions across time and culture understood sound always comes before form. In countless creation stories, the universe begins not with action, but with a word. Let there be light wasn't a suggestion. It was a command, a vibration that sparked reality into motion. Logos, the divine word, is not some distant myth. It's the truth that creation begins with sound. With you. Your words aren't just reflections of what is, they're blueprints for what's coming. They don't describe reality, they design it. To speak with awareness is to program your future with every syllable. Your voice is not just sound, it's a conductor's baton orchestrating the environment around you. When you speak unconsciously, you hand your life over to old patterns and autopilot programming. But when you speak with awareness, every syllable becomes a rhythm. Confidence raises the tempo. Clarity sharpens the melody. Emotion deepens the resonance. And the universe listens. particles begin to shift. Timelines subtly tilt in your favor. Doors begin to open, ones you never knew existed. When your voice aligns with your intention and emotion, reality doesn't resist, it responds. And the more consistently you speak from this place of truth and power, the more steady your tone, the stronger your symphony. You're not just making noise, you're conducting existence. But remember, power without awareness breeds chaos. To truly command the universe with your voice, you must first know the state of your own soul. Speak from confusion, and you'll create more confusion. Speak from desperation, and scarcity will echo louder. But when your thoughts, words, and emotions move in harmony, your voice becomes something sacred. It stops being a request and becomes a proclamation. You don't speak to see if the universe will answer. You speak with the unshakable knowing that it must, because it always does. It's not the volume of your voice that moves the universe, it's your alignment. That is the true sound of creation. Yes, your voice is vibration, but without emotion, it's just a flat, lifeless signal. Frequency becomes a force only when it's charged, and that charge doesn't come from logic or how loudly you speak. It comes from feeling. Emotion is the voltage that powers your words. Just like electricity breathes life into a machine, emotion breathes soul into intention. When you speak with emotion, your words come alive. They stop being mere statements and start becoming commands, living forces sent into the very fabric of reality. Reality with energetic momentum behind them. Many speak their desires yet feel the opposite. They affirm abundance while internally fearing lack. They declare love while bracing for rejection. And then they wonder why the universe returns contradictions. It's not confusion, it's precision. The universe does not respond to language, it responds to resonance. You are not manifesting what you say. You are manifesting what you mean. The gap between spoken word and inner vibration determines the result. When words and emotions contradict, emotion wins every time. Because vibration doesn't lie. Emotion is not weakness. It's your superpower. Joy, gratitude, confidence, love, these aren't just nice feelings. They're high-frequency accelerators. They boost your signal, clarify your intent, and stretch the reach of what your voice can influence. One sentence spoken with real belief and deep emotion holds more power than 100 hollow affirmations mumbled in doubt. That's why desperation rarely manifests what hope so effortlessly attracts. Desperation is born of fear. But hope? Hope speaks with the expectation that the universe is already moving in your favor. Your body knows when emotion is real, you feel it. Words spoken with feeling carry weight, they resonate not just in your mind but deep within your chest, stirring something primal and powerful. When emotion flows through your speech, it travels far beyond the surface, it reaches into the hidden depths of your subconscious. Just like the universe, your subconscious doesn't separate imagined from real, it responds purely to feeling. When you speak your truth with unwavering conviction, your subconscious accepts it as fact. And once that acceptance happens, the energy field around you begins to shift, slowly, surely, bending reality in your favor. Imagine your emotions as vibrant inks dropped into the water of your voice. Without emotion, your words are clear, but invisible, heard, yet untouched. But add feeling, and suddenly your message bursts into color, alive and unmistakable. The whole room shifts. Not because of the words alone, but because of how they are felt. Emotion wraps your voice in a magnetic field, one that pulls reality itself into orbit around your deepest desires. Yet the true art isn't just in feeling any emotion, but in tuning into the right emotion. Speaking with purpose means mastering the emotional frequency that aligns perfectly with your intention. Speaking your desire wrapped in anxiety only invites chaos. But when your words are cloaked in peace and certainty, they sink into the field like seeds falling on fertile soil, ready to grow. That's the true power of emotion as an amplifier, not through sheer intensity, but through perfect alignment. Speak with love, and the world softens around you. Speak with confidence, and the path before you clears effortlessly. Speak with full presence, and the universe responds without hesitation. When emotion, thought, and words come into harmony, your voice doesn't just echo, it commands reality to move. Power without direction fades away. Intention without clarity drifts like a leaf in the wind. Too many stand before the vast universe, tossing out vague desires, I want more, or I just want to be happy, and then wonder why their results come back scattered or never arrive at all. Sending out fuzzy requests is like pouring static into a system that thrives on precision. Just as a sculptor envisions every curve and angle before carving stone, you must define your desires in vivid detail before the energy can organize and flow toward them. Clarity isn't just about being specific, Clarity is about energetic commitment. It's the difference between hoping and choosing. When you name exactly what you want, with precision and conviction, you stop drifting in uncertainty and start forging a clear path through the unknown. The universe doesn't answer vague signals, it responds to focused vibration. A blurry blueprint can never build a masterpiece. But a sharp, vivid vision acts like a powerful magnet, drawing the right people, opportunities, and resources straight into your field with astonishing ease. Clear intention lives in the present tense, charged with emotion. Your intention must be alive, rooted in truth, spoken in the present moment with feeling. Instead of saying, I wish I had more financial security, say, I am now earning $10,000 a month doing work I love, with freedom and stability. This isn't just specific, it's emotionally charged, giving your subconscious a clear image it can see, feel, and believe. The sharper the picture, the stronger the belief, and belief is the key that unlocks manifestation. Vagueness is born from fear, the fear of disappointment, failure, or responsibility. But clarity breaks through all of that, paving the way for your vision to become reality. But clarity requires courage. It asks you to fully name your desire, even when it pushes you beyond your comfort zone. Clarity declares, I'm not just dreaming about possibilities, I am choosing. And when you choose, energy shifts. Even the atoms in your body respond with new purpose. That's why intentions backed by clarity feel different, they carry weight. They don't just drift through you, they anchor deep within. When your voice, emotion, and clarity come together, your words no longer wander, they arrive. The universe never hesitates when you. Clear intention becomes your unwavering compass in the unseen world. It sends a message to every part of your being, mind, heart, and voice, declaring, this is the direction we are moving. And when every piece of you aligns with that truth, the path doesn't just open by chance, it unfolds by design. Not by luck, but by the natural laws of the universe. True asking is an act of authority, not anxiety. The moment you speak your desire with absolute certainty, a powerful vibration is sent into the field, clean, coherent, and complete. Yet most people don't ask this way. They plead. They ask as if. Begging sounds like hoping for mercy from some distant power, unaware that this very act sends a message of absence, doubt, and unworthiness. When you beg, you're telling the universe, I don't truly believe I can have this. But when you ask as a creator, you say, this is mine. I am ready. One comes from fear, the other from alignment. The energy behind your request shapes the universe's response. You might say, I want love, but if underneath that is loneliness, fear, or resentment, the vibration you're sending out isn't love, it's something else entirely. What you're really sending out is lack. And because the universe responds to frequency, not just words, it reflects that lack right back to you. True asking isn't about convincing or pleading. It's about broadcasting your truth. It's not a negotiation, it's a declaration rooted in unwavering belief and certainty. When you ask clearly but then obsess, repeat, or doubt, you create confusion, a contradiction in your signal. It's like dialing a number, delivering a message, then hanging up, only to call back every few minutes to say the same thing. but the universe has already received your transmission. Now it's time to trust it's working. There's no need to repeat your request out of fear. Doing so only muddies the signal. The most powerful manifestors ask once, then step fully into embodiment. They live, act, and feel as if their desire is already on its way, because, to the universe, it is. True asking comes from a place of wholeness, not from the illusion that something outside of you will complete you. When you truly believe you are already enough, your asking becomes pure. It doesn't cling. It doesn't chase. It simply opens a door and invites. That kind of energy, open, confident, and free, is magnetic beyond measure. Energy that's open, assured, and at peace creates space for your desires to flow in. Picture holding your hands gently open, inviting, versus gripping them tight in desperation. One posture welcomes, the other pushes away. Use your voice to shape your reality, not to grasp at it. The formula is simple but powerful. What do you want? Why do you want it? How would it feel to already have it? Speak your request aloud, weaving these 3 truths into every word. Then release it. You're not giving up your desire, you're releasing the need to control how and when it arrives. Releasing your request is an act of trust, and trust is the final seal that activates your manifestation. Even if no immediate results appear, don't fall into panic. The universe doesn't run on human time. Its timing is based on readiness and resonance, not urgency. A request made with integrity will always be answered, maybe not in the form your mind imagined, but always in alignment with your energetic state. Often, the answer arrives quietly, a new idea, a sudden opportunity, or an unexpected encounter. These subtle signals are the universe's way of saying, I'm working behind the scenes. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. To ask without begging is to step fully into your divine role as a creator. You are not separate from the universe, you are a voice within it. And when that voice is clear, charged with emotion, and perfectly aligned in vibration, reality begins to bend. Not because you struggled to make it happen, but because you remembered who you truly are. Asking isn't about getting, it's about aligning. When you speak from that place, your words transcend requests, they become undeniable commands. After your voice has spoken, after your intention is declared and your emotion perfectly aligned, a sacred space unfolds, one that most overlook. It is the space between asking and receiving, the quiet corridor where manifestation quietly ripens beneath the surface. In this space, trust is not optional, it is essential. Without trust, your energy collapses back into confusion. But with it, the vibration grows and flows, like a melody sustained beyond the final note. Trust isn't the absence of doubt, it's the conscious choice to remain aligned, steady, and unwavering in your belief. Even when no proof yet appears, trust means staying fully aligned. Too often, impatience hides behind urgency. People voice their desires, then moments later doubt creeps in. Did I do this right? Is it working? Is anything happening at all? This loop of doubt throws static into the field, like planting a seed only to dig it up every day, disrupting its growth. But the manifestation is subtle. Behind the scenes, invisible forces are aligning. Circumstances quietly shift. That's why trust is so powerful, it keeps your vibration steady long enough for the unseen to emerge into reality. Trust doesn't mean sitting still. It means acting from a place of knowing, not from need. You keep living in the frequency of your desire, not pushing, but embodying it fully. When fear sneaks in, you don't fight it, you return to alignment. You remember that the universe responds not to panic, but to steady consistency. Trust is quiet power. It doesn't shout or plead, it whispers with unwavering confidence, I know it's already done. That deep knowing becomes magnetic, drawing confirmations through signs, synchronicities, and moments of clarity that wouldn't appear otherwise. If you were constantly doubting the process, those confirmations wouldn't show up. In many ways, trust is the echo of your own voice. When you speak from alignment and then rest in unwavering certainty, your vibration reverberates through the quantum field. That echo doesn't just come back to you, it actively shapes what's on its way. Trust creates coherence. It declares to the universe, I meant what I said, and I'm not taking it back. This level of vibrational integrity collapses delay. It shortens the gap between your intention and the outcome because your energy stays fully congruent throughout the entire journey. Ultimately, trust is a choice you make not just once, but again and again. Every time resistance rises or evidence seems absent, you decide to trust again. You anchor yourself in the vision, not the void. This choice sends a powerful message, not only to the universe but deep within your own subconscious. It declares that you are not merely reacting to the world around you, you are creating from within it. And in that still, unwavering space, manifestation finds fertile ground. Trust becomes the echo that completes the circle of your voice, turning intention into reality. Receiving is often mistaken for passivity, as if it's something that simply happens to you. But true receiving is an active, conscious state. It demands awareness, openness, and readiness. It's not about sitting back and waiting for miracles to fall into your lap, it's about becoming vibrationally aligned with what you've asked for. Holding the energetic posture that declares, I know this is already mine. A true creator doesn't wait for proof to believe, they believe so deeply that proof becomes inevitable. In contrast, a victim hesitates, doubts, and holds back. And so, they overlook the blessings when they arrive disguised in unexpected forms. Many block their manifestations, not because they didn't ask correctly, but because they fail to recognize how the universe delivers. The answers often come as symbols, whispers, and synchronicities, not billboards or fanfare. A new opportunity might be wrapped in inconvenience. A career shift may first show up as a job loss. A new relationship might arrive quietly, without drama. While the victim's mind says, this isn't what I asked for, the creator sees beyond the surface and says, this is exactly what I need. The creator says, this might be even better than I imagined. Flexibility in perception opens the door wide, allowing manifestations to flow in without resistance. Gratitude is the key that unlocks receiving. When you acknowledge even the smallest signs that your desire is unfolding, you amplify the signal. Gratitude tells the universe, I'm paying attention, I'm aligned, and I'm ready for more. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, it's about honoring progress, no matter how subtle. A simple text, a fleeting thought, a quiet nudge, all become powerful confirmations on your path. A message from someone you were thinking about, a sudden burst of clarity, or an unexpected moment of peace, these are all signs that your frequency is shifting. Celebrate them, anchor them deeply, and let them become the evidence your mind needs to stay aligned. To receive like a true creator means to integrate your manifestations into your very identity. When what you've asked for arrives, you don't freeze in disbelief, you expand into it. You manage new money with wisdom. You nurture new relationships with openness. You treat every blessing as a natural extension of who you are becoming. You treat the new opportunity as natural, not miraculous. This signals to the universe, I can hold this. I'm ready for more. Victims receive with doubt, creators receive and rise. When you speak your reality into being and welcome it with grace, you complete the cycle of manifestation, not as someone who got lucky, but as someone who always knew. You've now traced the path from vibration to intention, from trust to reception. And through every step, one truth stands clear, you are not separate from the field you speak into, you are it. Your voice is the force that shapes your world. Your voice is not a distant call to some far-off God, it is the sound of God remembering itself through you. To wield your godlike voice is not to command others, but to command reality itself through the unshakable authority of your inner alignment. Speak with crystal clear clarity. Feel with unwavering certainty. Trust like the stars trust their orbit. This is how reality bends to your will. So, the question isn't if the universe listens, it always does. The real question is, what will you say next?